Artisan. Artisan just added me in Duelyst. I wonder if it's actually Argood or some memer. For people that don't know, Artisan was Mace's nickname for Argood. Let's see. Who else is streaming now? Fate. Well, he just finished, but Skarzik. Wouldn't mind watching Skarzik, but I've already been watching streams since I woke up. You know, the Fate stream. And now I'm just itching to play, right? I'm a bit of an addict, so... Really didn't see much ambition in this new test. Also in the tournaments, it didn't seem to be played. I wonder why it was so popular in the other two tests. Holy shit, that's garbage. Thank God. I just didn't think... I don't think Tussboard turn 1 really does anything. I have enough 2-drops besides Tussboard to full replace for a real one. Oh. This could be nice the next turn. Obviously I'm gonna play these two this turn, but I think I'll replace for a better minion like a 3-drop. I can also go all in, I guess. Actually, that does also help me steal this tile. I wanted to put the Chakra like here and then MDS here. But if I just put this in his face, then he also doesn't have the mana. And dealing with all this shit is not easy. I don't really like playing a Chakra like this against Abyss, because they actually have a lot of trouble answering this after you put it past Night Sorrow and Spectral Blade. And if you just summon it in the back, they can't Spectral Blade or Night Sorrow it. They have to have Lure, otherwise they kind of just lose to Chakra. I know some lists run Shroud, and Chakra is a very good reason to run Shroud in Abyss, I think. Can also just refill my hand next turn. Hey Poncho Mango. I watched a bit of your Duelyst GG content on YouTube actually. I'm not into one draw at all, but I am just curious about the Duelyst GG thing. Or at least I was until this thing existed. I buying codes. Kyoto is spell high. It's not spell high. I know it looks like it because of the Heaven's Eclipse, but it's not spell high. It's my own brew. It's quite unique if I do say so myself. You early or late? Early. I actually slept at a normal time because I stayed up for more than 24 hours. So then I went to bed at a normal time. We can just Heaven's Eclipse. Maybe replace this first. No. It would be much better to have a 3-drop to play here with Tussboard, so I think I will replace this first. Or just that. That's also nice. So the awkward thing here is that this dies to Spectral Blade. But I also have to block this. I would like to hit him in the face this turn, but I can't, so I will just do it like this. And now it's a little bit hard to reach this with Night Sorrow. He needs a 2-drop to go with it. I don't know if you guys can hear those Discord ping notifications. Do you guys hear my Discord? Because then I should close my browser. Nice, will probably try to make Duelyst 2 Content 2, but I'm highly unmotivated. Why? Don't you like 2-draw? King Ferocca, no, you're the king, Jay. You won the tournament again. 2 in a row, like the old days. Yes. Okay, then I will close my browser. And just use Discord on my phone. Because I'm not very good with these sound settings in Streamlabs. Okay, that thing is also a bit awkward. I know I can use that, but... maybe just double MDS with a taskbar, and then next turn I can refill. I think I'm just gonna ignore that Juve, right? I'm gonna play 2 of them around Dancing Blades. And I'm gonna play around Grasp as well. So yeah, I played both of these around Dancing Blades. I guess I didn't even need to play this one around Dancing Blades, because it doesn't die to it. So maybe I should have switched these 2 around, but still good positioning, I reckon. Ooh, I heard a raid. Thank you for raid, Kira. I played you like twice yesterday in game. Didn't know you were also streaming, that's cool. I'll drop a follow, or maybe you already did, I don't know. In any case, thank you for the raid. I liked your song by Ferocca. It was surprisingly really annoying. Cash Ray is better than I thought. Oh, I'm happy you say so. Yeah, I noticed Bladem and Solofit also had trouble with Cash Ray. I have good memories to Cash Ray because I qualified for Worlds when I played Cash Ray against all the Arcanist stuff. And then yeah, I just kept having a soft spot for this thing. Oh, he's basically dead. I guess if I cast this, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get a Juxt or MDS. Or that. I actually didn't get a Juxt or MDS, but I can just inner focus for the win. And yeah, then they buffed Kashrai in 2-draw. I think in the second network test. After the second network test, they buffed Kashrai to 6-4 instead of, not 6, 5-4 instead of 5-3. Then I was like, okay, now I'm just gonna play it, even though there are no Arcanist decks. Yo, what does Vet do into Jack's True Side? Cry. I think Jay already gave the right answer. Jack's True Side is a very stupid card. I know, right, Kira? It's no fun. And the closest thing to an answer you can run is running Jax yourself and play it first, and Star's Fury. But Star's Fury is a very bad answer. It answers 40 or 60% of the card for 5 mana. It's just dead on board, lol. Oh, you're right, because I could have just pinged the Night Sorrow with the Heartseeker. I'm definitely out of shape. At least I knew what you meant, so I'm not 100% stupid, right? I'm glad I'm not crazy and find out pretty much lose when it's played. Yeah, it's totally normal, right, Kira? Venar and Vitruvian basically just automatically lose when it's played against them. Vanar can sometimes deal with it with Glacial Elemental combo, but that's about it. Actually, Abyssian also always just loses to it. But that is because nobody likes to run Breath of the Unborn. At least they do have an answer, so that you at least have a tech card if it's like super popular on ladder or it's in a tournament and you know you will play Jax. Oh, that's annoying. Not sure which one of these two is better. I mean, against Magmar, this has potential to really fuck them, I guess, right? Compared to this, like this can grow very big. I guess I just have to go face with this. Well, I can also pseudo stun this and put it here, then he can't even kill it off. Then everything is protected against net select as well. Yeah, I'm not sure which one of these two is better, but I can also just play this thing. Can't be net selected either. I don't have a movement spell, but would Carol play Tigers in Magmar? Don't think so. So I think I can just turtle like this. Okay, no movement spell again. That like this thing is not good without a movement spell, so. Maybe it's better to steal the mana tile, pseudo stun this by killing it and have a Chakri in the back, but I like to have more cards on turn 2. Well, I guess this would probably return to my hand, but Magmar has kind of easy time against this list if they just draw their net select. That's all they need. I know Carol loves this combo. So yeah, MDS would kind of fuck him, but if he's playing that kind of list, then I'm not gonna replace this sword ever. Guess Killing Edge is a bit weak at the moment. Nah. Actually, he can counter next turn if I don't take one of the mana tiles, so I will just double 2-drop. Yeah, I have to summon this guy for that reason. Oh, we have this combo, and we can play Chakri along with it. And because we have Heaven's Eclipse, we don't mind playing our whole hand, alright? Well, this thing might return. Actually, just Spirit Harvester would totally fuck me, but I couldn't steal this mana. Okay, no Spirit Harvester then. That's nice. Probably Greater Fort. I hate that spell. I play Killing Edge, right? And people think Killing Edge is good, but compare that to Greater Fort. Killing Edge is such a garbage spell compared to Greater Fort. And Greater Fort is not even anywhere near an auto-include in Magmar. So yeah, this and then Inner Focus to kill that would be nice, but I can't reach the egg. I also want to keep the Inner Focus for Sword of Mag. Problem is, playing these two cards this turn is rather weak. So I kind of feel like replacing this, but I only have 2 of them in the deck. And I kind of need it for refills, so. And I will be very weak to Spirit Harvester again if I play these two. I think I have to replace this. I think it will be too slow. Okay, that's kind of exactly what I was looking for. But I'm not gonna Inner Focus it. Well, actually, I was going to protect the boar by boring this and then land the fox here. But then he just gives me Phoenix Fire and the boar dies forever, right? So I think I will give him the boar. I will just not give him the fox. Because yeah, I have only one spot left in my bar now, so if he gives me a fire from this thing, then he doesn't need to clear the boar anymore. Cashfly can be nice, but maybe he flashes out an Elder this turn already, and then Cashfly is too late. Time for some Flash Archons, please no. I like to see that the kill play protects Chakri against net select too. That's true. I wasn't sure if which one of the two was right. Do you have an opinion on best worst faction? I think Vet is worst. I think Magmar is best. The other 4 factions I find very hard to rank. I just feel pretty certain about Vet worst, Mag best. But the rest I don't feel certain about at all. So this exactly kills this with Inner Focus. But then it just dies to this thing. I know I can Phoenix Fire it right after, but I can't clear the egg. Maybe that's fine though. Then I should probably replace for a second Inner Focus for this later. I don't think this plus this is very strong here. Yeah, I probably really have to Gorehorn Inner Focus that stuff. And the horrible part is, because Magmar is broken, blah blah blah, I have to play into Macanter, because otherwise I can't clear this egg. Rebirth has very stupid synergy. At least I got this thing as well. So he might not go face now with the Macanter. And yeah, killing that at least resets it to a 2-3. It sucks that I can't get rid of the egg, but I guess it protects me against net select. I will probably just get Macanter though. But yeah, because of the Heartseeker, he will probably not Macanter my face, and then I just finish it off with the Phoenix Fire I get from this. I might just drop these 2 next turn. But I kind of... Yeah, this is my highest cost minion, so I don't want to replace any of these as we're getting into late game. Oh, and that's also a reason to play Cash Rise, because then that thing will become too expensive. Great Fort on the egg. Cool play. But I don't mind, because that's pretty wasteful, right? His hand size is still good though. Can't really protect the Heartseeker. The thing is, I don't really want to replace this, because it's amazing, and I will probably play Sword without an Inner Focus this turn. He's playing around it anyway. I could Jux this turn, steal the mana, but not sure if that does anything. It will kind of save my Heartseeker, as long as I play something here. I don't think that's worth the card though. It's just a Heartseeker. Oh, that's much better than the Sword of Mag. So in that case, I'll just run it away, so that this thing has to choose between a Mana Tile or this. Problem is, of course, that this thing dies to Macanter. Can't really play around it because he's like on top of my head. That's good positioning by him. I could also put something here. Yeah, I will get my movement spell right. Ooh, please. I was roping too hard. Yeah, I'll just bank on getting my movement spells, because I think I didn't even play any yet, did I? I don't think so. Oh, I got this combo. That's very strong. So glad that worked like that. The egg thing. Egg more from that. He's almost dead to this shit. I feel like I really have to replace though. Because if I replace it to Gorehorn, he's dead. If I replace this into a movement spell, he's also dead. So I'm afraid I have to replace Keshrai, even though it's very good. But he's dead, right? Yep. I won with a bad Greater Fortitude card. Songhai gameplay, Resident Sleeper. You don't like Songhai Angered? I like Songhai. How's your day going, Mr. Ferocca? Pretty good. I woke up like 2 hours ago or something. Watched the Fate stream. Watched you win a tournament, Jay. And then had a quick breakfast. Started the stream. Very simple, but very good day so far. How about you, Jay? Your day must have been good, right? You just won a tournament, so. What you eat, big boy? What's the name for that in English? I don't know. But it's some kind of beef rice dish. Gyudon? A gyudon dish. Apparently it's student food, but for me it's good, even though I'm not a student. At least you don't have to play War Surge. Well, you got Divine Bond in Lionar, right? Divine Bond is more conditional than Killing Edge, but it's also much better. Divine Bond is pretty much the only cheese in the entirety of Lionar, right? I would say Aegis Barrier and Divine Bond are the closest things to cheese in Lionar. I don't find playing Lionar that exciting, not that fun, but I do really respect the class. Simply because, yeah, they barely have any cheese. And they're still good at the same time. So I would say the design of Lionar is pretty good. I just don't find it exciting to play. Could just keep this hand. It's a bit risky if my 2 draws don't give me any minions and he just lures this. I also have 9 3 drops in this list, so. Also Juxt is maybe only a face play if I don't have a minion to put behind it. And this is actually not a phase list. I guess you can't see that so far. Maybe it looks like a phase list, but seriously the burst in this deck is limited to Inner Focus and Boar. Of course, after the Inner Focus you can buff, but the only cards that can do out-of-hand damage without a board are Tusk Boar and Inner Focus. I don't have Saber Spine Steels or Phoenix Fires or Spiral Technique. This is more like a... I don't know what to call this. It's just my own brew. I guess I'll go for the gamble. Don't really know how to play everything yet. Oh. Always when I see that card, I feel like it's gonna be Swarm. If it is, I have to find Sword in the Focus, otherwise I just lose. So should I replace? Well, I already am too far into this shit, right? I already committed to this starting end. He can even reach this quite easily because he has so much mana next turn. Maybe I should just Juxt already, but it feels like a losing play. This will just die. I'll spend 2 cards just to deny the ramp. Okay, this is exactly what I was afraid of. If he plays 2-drop Night Sorrow, I will just concede, maybe? Depends on if I get a sword on the replays. Ooh, yeah, that's scary. We don't need to concede yet, but this is not good. I can't even get a good juxt on this because I don't have another minion. Okay, we do have another minion and also the best one to get, I guess. The horrible thing is though that I have to put the sword here to be able to juxt at all. So maybe I should just waste both juxes. Because, you know, I can swap these and then swap again. I really can't give him the sword. Maybe I just Killing Edge actually, and so that yeah, I think that will be better. No, but then I have to waste both juxes. Oh, I guess I'll just do that then. The thing is, I don't want to play the sword without an inner focus. I think I need to back off. Actually, there was no point in backing off. He can reach me with Deathfire Crescendo anyway. I might just play this plus this next turn, so that I will be very likely to get Inner Focus for the turn after Inner Focus Sword of Mech. This is my last Jux in the deck, so I don't think I can ever replace that. But yeah, I shouldn't have backed off. That was kind of pointless. Lionheart's very vanilla, to be honest. They don't have flashy stuff, sadly, for a telegraphed faction. That's very true. Maybe that's why I don't like them. I like flashy stuff. Like, I don't like to play them, is what I mean. About the vomit when seeing Song gameplay, I'm not sure it's because I was drinking. Nangard, you can tell me what you would like to see. I'm not very picky at the moment about what I play because I don't feel like I have any good deck. So, and I find a lot of decks fun. Just suggest anything but Magmar, I guess. It's really sick. That's my favorite. Oh wait, I will read that later. I have to play my turn. Would be nice to deny the mana because I'm gonna get Arcant. 1, 2, 3. Also, I'm gonna overdraw if I do the. Yeah, I will not draw 2 cards if I do this plus this. That really sucks. Will I just play these two? This is not a bad 5-mana play against Swarm Abyss, actually. These two. Wait, no, they spend it on the Primus Fist, so they can't rev next turn. I guess I'll play around Dancing Blades and Night Sorrow and play these 2 cards. This would have been nice to have last turn, but I didn't feel comfortable replacing. Lure, okay. We have another lure then? Because this thing is a bigger problem to you than the Heartseeker. Oh, you just want 1 Heartseeker? I'm confused. I do want to deal with this because if this get Deathfire Crescendoed or something, I'm fucked. So maybe just play these 3 cards, which means I spent my last Juxt. But at least this will be pretty much guaranteed to give me Mist Dragon Seal. Could also replace this, but this thing is very likely to get Night Sorrowed. He didn't play any yet, so I don't think this will give me any cards. So yeah, I'm gonna spend my last jugs. Maybe I should spread it out against Lure, Grasp of Agony. But it will be too easy to reach this with Night Sorrow. I'm not gonna play around Lure Agony in that case. I could also say, if he Night Sorrows this, he doesn't Night Sorrow this. But that's not even true. He has 6 mana. He could Night Sorrow both. If this doesn't get Night Sorrow, then maybe I should feel bad for holding on to this card for like 4 turns. Oh, it's not a Swarm deck, but a Sarlacc deck, I guess. Oh, that's a very passive turn. This thing is annoying, so maybe I want to ping it. And hope for the best. Okay, that's pretty nice. I could also hit this because then I get more Phoenix Fires, but I actually just want to kill him, considering how passive the plays are, right? Yeah, I'll just Phoenix Fire his face. Slightly buff the Chakri. This thing is a bit awkward to position behind the back because of Sarlacc. So I think I will just... could it be randomly... Nah, this really doesn't look like a Shadow Nova deck, does it? Oh, I got the perfect 2 cards for Sword of Mag. Another Phoenix Fire. Is that the Rev? Don't think I would care about the Rev. I like that combo. Why did I make a Winnie the Pooh sound? Does Winnie the Pooh make that sound in English as well? In the Dutch animation, he would make exactly the sound I just made. That's a lot of Sarlaccs. I have no way to deal with Sarlaccs in my deck, but why deal with stuff and you can just kill your opponent? So this is 5 regularly, 6, 10, 11, yeah. I also have a Phoenix Fire besides all that shit. Let's go to chat. I missed some messages before. Did Jay win 2 days in a row? Yes. And especially the one 2 days ago was impressive because all the better known players that have actually returned were playing in the tournament from 2 days ago. But Solofit wasn't playing in the one that was kind of today. But still, Jay's being back to the consistent tournament winner. He was back in the old 2-draw as well. Jay, how many tournaments in a row did you win in 2-draw? You had like some 7-tournament win streak at some point, right? But maybe it was more or less, I don't know. I'm playing versus Magma running Ursus, Claws and Mana Burn. That's pretty weird. Actually, Claws are... that was one of the few Magmar things I tried so far, besides the Control Magmar I played yesterday, just to get to S quickly. You can still play a kind of Vav Smash deck, and the reward claws are pretty cool in that kind of Vav Smash deck. I'm about to... Oh, I already read that. Magmar it is then? No way. Keep playing Songhai or whatever you want. Okay. Replace Jux. Doesn't feel like Swarm anymore. Yeah, it was apparently some kind of Sarlacc list. It even had Consuming, Rebirth, and Keeper, so... Play Mindsteel, Magmar. Nangard, never again. You quit Duelyst for the rest of the day after that game, so you know why. You said you were struggling with the Vener deck. If you want, I could get in call with you sometime tomorrow or something, if you wanted to try it with me. Yeah, that would be fun. We can also do it now. I don't know if you're still up for it now or if you're tired, but we can do that now or tomorrow. The 9-20 in a row win streak was 1 draw. It was October Riva. Oh, it was not 2 draw? Oh. October Riva. Yeah, the Songhai was broken for a bit in 1 draw, and after that they got gutted till the end. Well, not like they were unviable to the end, but they were not as good anymore. Burn Spell is still decent in Bronze. I'm pretty sure you can play it in S rank too. I know Solofit does. I played it a bit too yesterday, Spell High. Didn't go too terrible, but it's just when I play Spell High, I feel confronted with the fact that I'm not really good anymore. Because I feel like I used to know how to play Spell High. I had pretty sick win streaks with it all the time. In 1 draw, for example. That October Eva that Jay is talking about, I didn't play in tournaments back then. I didn't really think about myself as a competitive player at all. But I did very good on ladder with that broken Spell High back then. And I actually felt like I was making the right decisions, but not now. I especially find Spell High hard in 2 draw with the starting hand. Like which cards to keep, which ones to look for. The 3 card starting hand is how I started playing Duelyst, but when I came back to 2 draw, after not playing for, I don't know, 5 years, 6 years or something, I was like, oh yeah, actually that was kind of hard. Choosing your starting hand in 2 draw is hard. Only 3 cards and 2 replaces. No, wait, 3 replaces. That was the thing. In the first network test, I still had 1 draw brain. I had no clue that you could replace all cards. I was always replacing only 2 cards in the starting hand. And then accidentally, I once clicked 3 cards. It was still in the first network test, so it didn't take that long to figure out. But yeah. Then I accidentally clicked 3 cards and was like, what? I can replace all of them? Because in 1 draw, you can only replace 2 cards in your 5 card starting hand. I only have 2 Heaven's Eclipse in my deck, so I kind of like keeping it. Especially against factions that are good at answering Lantern Fox. And Vener is one of them, but I think I just have to look for Sword of Mech because so many Venars are running Swarmy stuff. Yeah, I don't think I can afford to keep that. It's a bit too early. This is much better to play turn 1 than this against Vener because of Hard Sister. I will just replace this thing for... yeah, we already got the Inner Focus. Now we just need Sword of Mech. Oh, this is nice to play next turn, especially with a Heartseeker. Might replace Gorehorn if this is the play, because again, want to find Sword. Cryo. Oh. Well then, I think I'll just play this aggressively. This is not really a minion you want to play aggressively, but I have to deny the mana. And it allows me to play Heartseeker. This will probably be my next turn, so... Unfortunately, I cannot replace for Sword Inner Focus... Sword Inner Focus combo this turn. Oh, I just got it. Just get lucky. Might just wait for 6 mana to do this whole combo. But could also replace this. I don't like playing expensive buffs against Venar. It's not a very smart thing to do. Oh no! Okay. At least no Bone Chill Barrier, but double Snow Chaser would be almost as bad. It kind of feels like I already have to blow this combo, which I really don't want to, but because I can just clear this on board, but then how do I protect this thing? I guess I can just block it with the Keshrai. But then I also leave the mana tile open. I don't have to leave the mana tile open if I play this combo, because then I can move here or here. And I definitely would like to move out of infiltrate range. I think I'll just replace this thing then. That's very nice, actually. But I'm not sure what I should do. Blow this combo, Heartseeker. Or block this thing with a Keshrai. No, Keshrai would die on board if I do that. Unless I play the Keshrai here and go here with the Heartseeker. You don't like how long I'm taking, right? Okay, fuck you. I'll just do this then. I want to hit his face. We get completely blown out by elemental combo. Like Glacial Elemental, Bone Chill Barrier, but I don't see what I can do about it. That's why I definitely want to play this next turn. Because then he can't Elemental combo. Well, he could with Snow Chasers, I guess. We'll probably replace MDS. Don't think I will need it. I can just play everything in his face. Unless I really need one extra attack on one of these, for whatever reason. Gravity Well, don't really care. But I might care if it's combined with something. Oh. So I actually do want to MDS so that I can kill this thing, which would be super awkward for my curve. But I guess I have to replace a Keshrai. That fucking sucks. But yeah, if you give me a Glacial Elemental, then I should just take it, right? I'll play around Jax, I guess. By putting everything into the corner. I would like to clear this thing so that he can't Fox. Aspect of the Fox to clear this, but it's not really an option. So we're still not gonna curve out well next turn, I don't think. But just playing this might be nice. But all Glacial Elementals, seriously? That's actually annoying. I would rather not waste the Juxt. Because yeah, I can clear it with these 3 cards. So I have to replace this thing again, even though it's actually good against Venner. That sucks. But yeah, I really need something to play along with this, otherwise I'm floating a shit ton of mana again. I also need to find Heaven's Eclipse or Lantern Fox. Well, yeah. Can I just clear it without Inner Focus then? I would really like to use Juxt on this thing, you know? To kill it forever. Oh yeah, I can do that. No, because then I'm still provoked by this. I could also just go face, I guess. Let's just go face. I went face because I was roping. I didn't have time to plan out a good turn. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna lose now. Because it will be very easy to clear this with this. Or Aspect of the Mountains or something. And we only have 2 Heaven's Eclipse to refill. So if we do find Heaven's Eclipse, then we can win with a Chakra Inner Focus play. Yeah, of course. Imagine having all your 3 Glacial Elementals. I have enough health to not care about that. I kind of don't want to replace this because it can help me get lethal with boars. But I need 2 boars and I already played 1, so... I definitely need to replace for Heaven's Eclipse. And this is what can help me get lethal with Heaven's Eclipse, so... That's a start. Now I just need Inner Focus Juxed. Obviously not gonna play this. Shall I just run away? A little bit at least. I guess I should run away from Dorgelord. I can't really bank on anything sticking on the board as long as this thing is alive and cryos and stuff also exist. So I think I'll just replace this. Because this can also give me lethal with Inner Focus. Because otherwise I could just drop this, right? And hope that I can MDS the next turn. I'm also dying here. Inner Focus, please. Should I play around last aspect of the Fox, clearing this with that? Then I probably... I might also just be dead next turn. 5 cards is a lot, right? Well, can't do much about it. No Inner Focus or Heaven's Eclipse still. Lantern Fox would have also been nice. Is that a Heart Sister play? Okay, that's pretty cool. So I have to replace Inner Focus for the win, I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna replace this, because if I replace into Heaven's Eclipse, then I can play the super cheap thing first, so that I have a higher chance of getting the right card from... No, wait, Heaven's Eclipse, is that even gonna help me? Yeah, I think it actually will. Boar, okay. Yeah. Also fine. I just created a Reddit post about Songhai. Let's rechat. So if it's so scary on spell right now, I let you feel like no one can play it like he does. I have the same feeling, Jay. Like, because with Solar Fate, even if you tech against it, he can still win. And I didn't have that feeling against anyone else. Like, I don't often run lists with like Jews and Mystics and that kind of stuff. But when I do, I don't really lose against Songhai. But yeah, he's very scary on Spell High. Sprays Heaven's Eclipse aren't random. Yeah, they're not. The first 2 turns are by far the hardest for Spell High. I agree with that, but that's just because of the starting hand. I mean, Spell High also has the best early game, I would say. because of task board, pretty much. I still only replace 2 cards because I play too much 1-draw. Yeah, I don't have that issue anymore, but I can relate. I had the same problem on the first day. Well, never played 2-draw before now. Super fun though, and the 1.96 meta is incredibly dull. It's also high roll decks into high roll decks. That's one of my biggest problems with 1-draw last patch. It's only a few changes away from being fun though. So in tournaments with bans, the meta is pretty fun. Have more cards overall makes more deck possibilities. But you don't have more cards. You have the same amount of cards, right? Oh, you mean more cards in the card pool. I mean, that's true, but at the same time, in 1-draw, you have to assign at least 3 spots in your deck to card draw, unless you play really degenerate aggro, I guess. I like aggro, by the way, but, you know, aggro that doesn't even need to run draw in 1-draw just sounds degenerate to me. But I don't think you have more possibilities in 1-draw, even though you have a larger card pool, because your deck space is so fucking limited. Also partially because you have to run draw cards, which you don't always have to in... actually, you rarely have to in 2-draw. I like Cash Try Heartseeker in a Focus Heartseeker here to clear all and get cash. I think I know which turn you're talking about. I wonder why I didn't do that. Maybe I felt like it was wasteful on the resources. But that probably wouldn't have mattered. Because if you clear board, you have Heartseeker and Cash Try. And yeah, they have empty board. Then Venar just has no good response. Because, you know, Chrome Call is 4 mana. Cryo is unplayable. And yeah, they can't answer. So that might have been a better play. Frogno's faces the place though. Yeah, it worked out, right? Glacial Bone Chill doesn't seem strong to me. Glacial Bone Chill is very strong though. It clears board and puts 4 bodies on the board. Cash Inner to clear. Wait, no. I think you're talking about the same play as Jay, right? Because I think it was possible. Yes, we know in before Avalanche. Yeah, it happened. Glacial Bone Chill is so OP. I think so too. If you're so, you just replace into Eclipse. Well, Sola is the only person to play 3 Heavens Eclipse. So it might look like he gets lucky, but it's just because of his deck building. And in my spell high, I also run 3 Heavens Eclipse now because I played so much against Sola. I was like, okay, you convinced me. 3 Heavens Eclipse is the way. Because every time I played him in spell high, I was rather surprised that very often he just pukes out his whole hand. I was like, I thought good Songhai players are careful about their resources. But then he just Heavens Eclipses the next turn. And first I was like, okay, he got lucky. But it just happened again and again. And then I was like, you know, only playing 3 offs, including Heavens Eclipse, the Solo Fit special, it just works. So I'm convinced now that's what you should do in spell high. Only run 3 offs, including Heaven's Eclipse. Then you can just puke out your hand if you need it to not lose and still have a good chance to refill. Because when he did puke out his hand, it was usually because I had some start that made it very hard for him to get into a winning position. So I think he just calculates like, okay, I have to make this play, otherwise I lose anyway. But if I make this play, I can at least still win if I get Heaven's Eclipse. And yeah, it's very nice that you have the ability to do that simply because you run 3. And the rest of your deck is also 3 off, which makes it more likely that you replace into it. That works to image and misclicking to the provoked tile. Yeah, that would be sad. Song is so broke, why can I play save across the entire board and die to a piggy? Reddit post incoming. I think so. 7 mana Spiral Technique with 3 cards. I really didn't play Spiral Technique yet, except in the fake Draggle high list. And just beat sort of a Jank Songhai deck, he was on spell high. That sounds actually interesting. Like, how does that happen? Yeah, you can share the replay. Maybe you should add me in game. I would like to see that. I find it hard to imagine Solifit losing against Jenkai with his spell high. Like how in Two Draw Dancing Blades is a draw minion. Yeah, it is. Um, no draw aggro doesn't exist at 1.96, mostly because of Herald. Yeah, that's a card from one draw that I wouldn't mind just copy pasting into this game. I think Azure Herald is, you know, nice design. I've not seen anyone win because of Glacial Bone Chill, but it does look good. I have won a lot of games because of Glacial Bone Chill, and other wall players did as well. Feels good, seems good, but doesn't. Yeah, okay, it doesn't win on its own. That's true, but it sets up for the rest of the game. Something cool about 3 Eclipse 2 I found after using this deck is that you can Eclipse into Eclipse, which isn't always great, but it's really nice sometimes. Yeah, to guarantee you refill next turn too. Yes, that's also true. Glacial Bone Chill is so rude, literally expels you of tempo, yeah. That's actually a reason to play Obelisks, right? They are amongst the best early game drops to not die easily to elemental stuff. Have you considered playing less of a delay? Right now it feels like you have 3 minutes delay or something. I didn't set delay. It's not a setting that I chose for, so I'm not sure why I have delay. If anyone knows how to make the delays shorter, let me know, because I don't want to play with delay. I don't care if people snipe, to be honest. Maybe in a tournament I would, but not on ladder. It's a control high deck. Eat spell high for breakfast. Control high, that sounds interesting. Let's see. How do I'm a noob, I guess. How do I put the replay into Steam? That replay link. How do I put it into the Steam client? I have zero clue, but maybe you ask Fate. Yeah, he knows about streaming. I don't think you're delayed. I think you just don't read chat in game. Oh, is that what Jay means? Because that's true. I often forget to reply to chat in game. Because like I can play and reply to chat, but then I can't commentate. I'm not enough of a streamer yet to commentate, play, and read chat all at the same time. I sometimes read chat during a game if the other person is playing super slow, but that's about it. Celio, I feel like I already had you in my list. What else? I can add you in game then. Oh, you are Celio. Okay. That doesn't work. I'll just find it here. Is it this one? Probably, right? You won against Solfit in the high mirror, so. Ooh, Sanrui. To get your fox back. Crossbones. I have played Crossbones already in Darksec, Big Abyss, and in Mesmerize, Venar. And Nick Mace and the Klankai made me play Mesmerize, Venar. Oh, turn 1 Heaven's Eclipse. That's new. But it's actually a nice time to play it, though, because that means you have a full hand for the rest of the game, basically. It makes the rest of your turns easy because you don't have a turn with. Oh yeah, that thing fucks him. That when I played the list, the list I just played, that also had Cashway. When I played against Solofit in the closed servers, the test servers, I also won against the spell high only like when I played that particular deck, the Gorehorn Sword of Mag deck. I only won if I could drop 1 or 2 of these. This thing is just insane against spell high, especially now that it has 4 health instead of 3. Actually, this is really fun, right? You're making everything expensive to play, So you probably have Archons too, right? Then you just make all spells and even minions sometimes expensive to play. Surely you make another Heartseeker, right? Well, actually, it does play into Ghost Lightning, I guess. So I wouldn't blame you for not playing the Heartseeker. Yeah, because Ghost Lightning is pretty good here already. The only thing about that Ghost Lightning that's awkward is this thing. And so if it does play Ghost Lightning, oh yeah, there you go. So you got rewarded for not playing this. What is he gonna do about this thing? Phoenix Fire it? Yeah, 3 mana Phoenix Fire because of Crossbones. That's some. This is one of the slowest Solofit spell high turns I've seen. Turn 1 Heaven's Eclipse into don't draw 2 cards because you just tempo out 4 winds into these 2 cards on the third turn. No face damage yet. I will read this later, otherwise we disturb the replay. Maybe just Keshrai Heartseeker. This thing is pretty cool. Like yesterday was the day that I kept losing to Divine Bond. Yesterday was really the Divine Bond day. This thing is very good against protecting against that kind of shit, right? Because it even kills through Aegis Barrier. Doesn't care. I mean, it's not a great minion, don't get me wrong, but it is. I like the design of it. It's like a cool tech card. He's stealing your mana. Is that a 2 mana Jux then? Yeah. You see that this thing doesn't really work. Heartseeker. 4 mana Phoenix Fireface. Wow. Yeah, he didn't draw too well this game. Are you gonna steal that thing? Seems like not that great of a turn. But yeah, you don't really have a good turn curve-wise, because I don't think Lightbendering that's also not great. You just don't have an amazing turn here, but it's not like Solofit is ahead or anything. I don't run Fox? Oh. Mess Venner, that's me. Yeah, you and Enigmaze made me play that, the Clunkai. He was running Fizz last time, but I was still trying to play around Ghost Lightning. Yeah, he also has a Primus Fizz list, that's true. I played against both in the closed service. Most of his decks have many small variations. So what I don't like about this is that Phoenix Fire and then hit is basically very easy clear, but actually it doesn't matter. You have Spiral Technique, hit face next turn, so... Yeah, it's very fake Draggle High, like to have Spiral Technique in 2-draw, right? It's not like it was never played in 2-draw, it was, but... At least since Duelyst re-released, not many people seem to play it. Oh, he didn't have a Phoenix Fire for Zenrui. If an inner focus to clear the Zenrui. It's better to just chuck the Zenrui at that point. Yeah. I think I know how this will go. Yeah, even more damage. I'll reply to his message, go to the toilet, and then we'll play ladder again. Oh, this is a thing. I remember this, but I don't remember how to do this though. Okay, I'll go to the toilet and then we'll play that again. In the meantime, feel free to suggest any deck or faction or whatever. I can play whatever. Okay, I'm back. I was at 20 health and still terrified of a weird Blood Rage Mass combo lethal. Not sure if that's possible. Not until 9 mana at least. And they need an absolute god hand. Like with Mana Vortex, 7th Eclipse, that kind of stuff. Hi, Bladden. Dark Nemesis time. I saw one guy do something really fun with Dark Nemesis, and I lost to that. It was Keeper of Vitruvian with Time Maelstrom. And yeah, I got fucked because... Oh yeah, and I had Oasis. Nee, not Oasis. Fountain of Youth. So I had dispelled Dark Nemesis, but then he just undispelled it for 0 mana with Fountain of Youth and Time Maelstrom. So then the Dark Nemesis did 4 damage to my face and had 8 attack, and then I died. That was a very cool combo. Samsung Q2U. I wish it was possible to be a full-time streamer. Then I would also like invest in a good cam and a good mic and a second screen, that kind of shit. But don't think that's possible. Also not sure if it's smart, even if it's possible to be a full-time streamer. But considering I'm unemployed at the moment, it would be nice if I could be a full-time streamer right now, right? Also just because I'm addicted to this game, so then I have an excuse not to find a new job. Hey, Nick Laren. I didn't see him in-game yet at all. Obviously I watched his YouTube videos and the cast, but... I would rather play this naked and just play it around taskbar than play this even though this dies 2 juxed, but you know, then Nick wastes something on oh, I think I prefer to play this. Maybe replace this. Okay, broken opening. That's why I have 3 of both. I mean, everyone has 3 of Taspor, but I'm pretty sure Nick is pretty damn good at Songhai. So I have to find Keshrai, I just realized. Then we can win if we find Keshrai. Because I think without Keshrai, this list is not good against Spellhigh at all. We don't have a way to deal with Fox, and Tuskboars and Phoenix Fires are so good at clearing my minions. What? That thing exists, I guess. I can just trade these two. I can also suicide my boar. I can also choose for a nice hand size by only playing this and like trading with these things. When it attacks, draw a card of the... Is it also on a counter attack or only on its own attack? I guess it doesn't matter. It's not like I have a Phoenix Fire for it. This plus this could be decent. I guess this is the weak card, but maybe I just want to play this. I think I'll replace this, because killing edging this will never be good anyway because of Phoenix Fires. Hey, we got it. Yeah, this is not gonna draw me a card, right? No. It's only on its own attack, not on counter attack. Yeah, I didn't want... If he's playing some kind of weird ranged deck, then it's nice to preserve this. With Phoenix Fire on that would really suck. Please no Phoenix Fire. Another Vortex? Oh, okay. Then I was going to say then we're fine, but actually this doesn't die to boar now still. I could waste an MDS on it. I would really like to just play these two, but this thing is very frightening. There's also a Blood Rage Mask, so basically every spell does 2 damage. How about just these? If I do that, then I can just replace a MDS. Because actually this still clears this nicely even without the Juxt. Two of these is not good against Spellhigh, so definitely replacing one of them. Next turn we probably just drop Keshrai and feel good about ourselves. Ghost Lightning would almost be amazing, but at least this has 2 health. No Ghost Lightning because he's hitting that. This is actually hard to deal with for this deck because no own masks, no own 4-inch Magi. So it would be very nice if I can kill this. I would also like to find more Keshrais. Like if I play only Keshrai at 6 mana, it's still... It doesn't even matter that I float 2 mana, because they have nothing to do usually. I should play this. If that means I get my task war back, then I don't mind too much. Oh, yeah, that thing is super annoying for my deck. I have to replace it into Inner Focus so that I can kill it in one go with Gorehorn. Well, that's not gonna happen. I also really would like to hit his face with Taskboard to get rid of this. I could like play the boar here, 3-drop here, and then Heartseeker. I guess giving him a Blood Rage Mask for one more turn is okay if I play Keshrai. So maybe I should just go here, play Keshrai here, Heartseeker here. And then maybe he feels threatened enough to push this into Keshrai. I really doubt it. But if he does, he still gets only one Phoenix Fire. Yeah, I guess that's best. It's not great. Double Boar can be nice. Yeah, Inner Focus is something I've been missing, I think. These both seem to be bad because he seems totally comfortable to stay here. So this is not gonna backstab, and against Spell High you rarely get to frenzy a lot of stuff. 4 wins is also very hard for this deck to deal with. Yeah, even though this looks like I'm not really behind, I actually do think I'm behind. It would be fine if there was no card drawing minion on board, because 3 cards is not a lot, but yeah, he's gonna get fires. More fires. Mystic. Well, at least I can... Actually, I might need to play 2 boars, so I should keep Kaido. Because I don't think this plus this is good. Hey, we got an Inner Focus. Problem is we're still giving him 2 fires anyway. But it's still good actually. This thing will be out of Phoenix Fire range, so... And then we still have mana for a boar on his face, so that Blood Rage Mask is gone. I guess this minion will be bigger than this one after this play, so... I also... Sword of Mech would have also been nice, but I replaced the Mech into Inner Focus. Anyway, I can't complain, I needed the Inner Focus. So yeah, he has probably 3 Phoenix Fires now. So I shouldn't take much damage myself anymore, that would be very problematic. Limiting his movement options. Maybe I should walk away a bit. For Tusk Boars, yeah, I think I'm fine with that. I have MDS and Juxt, so I would like to keep some distance at this point because he has so much burn available now. He might spend it all this turn because this board is scary. Like Phoenix Fire, at least would probably be pretty good. Another board is nice. These 2 things are not great. He can't actually run away from this because of this board placement. That's why I put it in the corner. Please let me have this thing then, because then I don't care about 4 wins. Nice. I could play my whole hand for the perfect curve. I feel like I should replace for something better. Hey, that's much better. Perfect replace, if I do say so myself. The cash try was a bit too much, right? Oh, I love this song deck. I'm happy you like it, Faith. Wait, I missed a lot of chat above that. Of Nemesis Bond magnetized deck you could try. The same deck where I triple magnetized double. Oh, that was you, Skippy? Maybe you already told me yesterday, I don't know. But I was pretty salty about that. Because those were your only 3 cards. You had the 3-card hand, right? And you had your last magnetize of double Divine Bond. I was actually salty. Grinch was full time with like 50 viewers, but I think CPG was paying him too. Yeah, that was like a conspiracy theory about him, right? That he was paid by CPG. I have no clue, but I felt like it made sense because if I look at Twitch revenue so far since I've been partner since the second network test. I can't imagine you could live anywhere in the world with 50 viewers because it makes basically no money. Just ask the rich devs to fund you. I wouldn't dare. Ferocca Kickstarter when? Yeah, we should kickstart Duelyst before kickstarting me, obviously. Like the stream title says, whatever I make during this network test, half of it will also go to the Kickstarter. But fortunately, the Kickstarter has been... The goal is already reached in 6 hours. Obviously, it would be nice if we can double the goal or something, or triple or quadruple, whatever. But I'm very happy to see that the community just needed 6 hours to fully fund it. And it was not a small amount, right? It was like 25,000. Root opener, yeah, it's a broken opener, to be fair. Who is bad at Songhai? I'm not good at Spellhai yet. I think I'm good at my own list, like my own brew, like this one. This is really my own brew because the deck I'm playing now, I built it pretty much for nostalgic reasons. When I just started playing Duelyst, it was relatively similar to this. It was much, much worse because I was totally new. It was kind of like a Wanderer deck, right? One-offs here and there. But when I just started playing Duelyst, people thought Gorehorn was good. And people thought Sword of Mech in Songhai was good. And actually, they have not been underperforming at all, especially Sword of Mech. That thing is just straight up good. Gorehorn is a bit more questionable, but in this list at least, it's good. It's very threatening for a 3-mana play. Yeah, it's just very similar to what I played when I was new. Songhai was my first faction. Consider me subscribed. Well, I wish Poncho Mango. I wish I was a full-time streamer. I am running Mana Forger, 8 gates, with Lantern Fox, Twin Strikes, Ghost, OBS. So that's more like a control-y, right? Even though I have Mana Forge, you can use the 8 gates without 3 Phoenix Fire, without being... I thought I would need it for the 10 mana 20 damage combo. I haven't done it. That kind of 8 gates combo almost never happened, so I'm not surprised that you haven't happened yet. I think 8 gates Phoenix Fire kills are very unlikely. I think the best thing about 8 gates is the combo with Ghost Lightning. Not the OTK potential. Hi Harpu, nice to see you. Also hi Crazed. Furt says you're still not on the livestream page. Yeah, that maybe I should message Blatham about that. I mean, Blatham was in chat. Hey, I see him right there. He's still in chat, I should say then. Blatham, can you put me in the livestream page? That's a good suggestion from Crazed. Actually, Bloodham. This is not a bribe, but this is not a bribe, but I just made you VIP because I just realized, why are you not a VIP? You're an actual dev and stuff. And you also gave me a lot of less boring days during the closed servers with all the games we played. So, yep, you're a VIP now. And if you do consider it a bribe, then that's good, because that means you accept the offer, right? That I will be on the live stream page in the game client. While I'm shopping on Amazon, does anyone have any recommendation for something to buy? Preferably cool snacks or some Christmas presents. I like cool new snacks. What about buying mochi from Japan? I like them. They're kind of a spongy rice cake. And yes, they are actually sweet. For people that don't know, rice is actually very sweet. It's actually quite sugary, like naturally. 43k USD right now. That's amazing. That's we're getting close to the double. If you consider it has been only like what, 10 hours. Trevor Wall probably knows what to get. Yeah, and you can also look for Yakwa. I have no idea how to spell Yakwa in English, like what the proper. I guess this is how you write it in English. That's a Korean cookie that I really like. It's a traditional cookie with ginger and honey in the shape of a flower. So it's more of a gift thing, I think. Considering you live in the US, you should be able to get it in some Korean town, because it's not like a rare snack or something. It's not popular among young people. It's a bit of an old people thing. So if you're buying a present for a Korean date, it might be weird. But if it's like for your family, they would like it, I think. I don't see a reason why it wouldn't fit American taste. So yeah, it's really delicious. And the mochi, I think you just spell it like this in English, right? That's a Japanese rice cake that I was thinking about. How many new fan designs do you have to do? That's a question to Bloodham, right? A message that I should be in now? Seriously, crazed? That's how fast it goes? This... I don't know. I don't know, crazed. I believe you, but it shouldn't be that fast, right? Or I should at least refresh the client. Anyway, thank you for asking, Crazed. Yeah, that needs some updating. I'll ask the devs. Thank you, lol. Devs are telling me you are on the list, but perhaps you have mature content on, like as a Twitch setting. Maybe I do. Because I do swear a decent amount, so maybe I was like, oh, maybe I should put on mature content. Can someone tell me where the setting is? Then I will check that if that's the problem. Let me, if I donate enough to create my own card, can I list it on my LinkedIn as job experience? I'm pretty broke, but I think about it. Yeah, I mean, why not? You can say you designed a card for an actual released game, right? So LinkedIn is like, people believe whatever you put on there, don't they? So why not? I love strawberry mochi. Are you playing viewer decks? Yeah, I can play viewer decks. I'm already S, so I really don't care what I play as long as I think it's at least a little bit fun. Does Astro Phasing override Sandtrap? No, it does not. You keep being stuck. You're just a flyer that cannot move. If you saw the opposite fate, then I'm sure it must be a bug, because I've seen it happen before already, and then it didn't override. Because you bribe me, if you just turn off major content without actually changing your content in any way, that's a thumbs up for me. Okay, sounds good. Thanks for accepting the bribe. Flying is infinite movement, so I guess. Nope. 7 bagger designs so far. Whoa. A lot of very generous people. Essentially, the deck I played to get to S, it's a 80-90% win rate when the client off stream. Really? That's a lot. Is that the one on Discord? Yeah. Cool. Hopefully they're more like Duelyst and less like some of the others. Actually, I think compared to the other fan designs, the Kickstarter designs, Duelyst is probably the best designed one. It's definitely much better than Hank Hart or Lux Ignis. First time the situation comes up with me. Well, Fates, as you know, I played a lot of Gauntlet. That's why I know how bad cards work. Okay, I will go to my Discord to find Crazed deck, and then I will also turn off the mature content setting if I can find it. My browser is so slow when I'm streaming Duelyst, which is kind of weird because Duelyst is not slow and Streamlabs is also not slow when I stream Duelyst, but also opening a browser is apparently a bit too much. Settings, stream. J, my latency mode is low latency, best for near real-time interaction with viewers. So I shouldn't have delay. Major content is indeed on. I see the setting. So I just turned it off. Major content. Do I have to save the settings somehow? No. So yeah, Blatham, it's off now, the major content setting. I guess I did that because I swear a lot, but you know, who cares? So now I will find Crazed deck, and then we'll hop on to Ladder again. Oh, Jay, I read your message in Discord now. It doesn't show you on the S leaderboard because usually you have to play a few games in S before it shows your rank. I don't know why too, but that's just Joseki MMR for you, I guess. Crazed deck. So it's, I don't know what the fuck. That deck, right, Crazed? Just confirming. Oh, that's not the right location, idiot. Import. I don't know what the fuck. Oh yeah, it's quite similar to what I played yesterday, but you changed it in the way that I suggested somewhat. It's a bit different because my suggestion was cut the Archons for Jax, Razorback. I don't see what the difference is, but this deck does indeed look fun. I like keeper lists. Oh yeah, the Alquarian Lore Master is gone. Yeah. So these are the only spells. So it will. I shouldn't replace. Yeah, I shouldn't replace removal spells too much because you don't have that many of them. But they also should be enough. I almost never play Venar without Cryo, but obviously this deck can't run Cryo. I really like Jax, Razorback, Prophet, only 3 offs. And even if we go first and we have a Venar Mirror, we might play Jax first anyway because of Crispy Wisp. Yeah, this list looks fun. Very solid win cons. I feel like this list should just beat any creep deck, right? How can creep deal with entry Archons, entry Jax? But nobody's playing creep anymore. The last 2 tests, Abyss was super popular, including creep. And then, oh wait, I'm gonna check if I'm already in game, because that would be fucking cool. No, but maybe I need to refresh the browser. Not browser, the client. Oh, I queued the wrong deck, I see now, guys. Well, we'll play the right deck the next game then. Do you have hardware acceleration turned on for your browser? Maybe I do. I will check after this game. Should I turn it on or off? I don't know. I'm really not a computer person, even though I spend all day on the computer. You might have to restart stream after you turn it off. I don't know. Oh yeah, for the setting. We want your stream as it is to be shown in game. That's nice. Yeah, turn 1 I always hard replace with Crystal Wisp unless I'm playing second. Just keeper, then keeper jacks. I don't know how many people saw that, but on my last stream, I streamed 2 times yesterday, and 1 time was a short one. I don't think this is a good turn 1 play. I know this is super greedy. Especially, is it? Oh, it's Solar Fit. Then I probably should keep this. Because he was playing a lot of big stuff recently. I don't know. Okay, I fucked myself. It's just Hard Sister turn 1 is not a good play. Maybe I should just give him the free win if I don't replace into a play. Okay, thank fuck. We can actually play the game. So this thing I should probably keep. Because if I drop this with jacks, he has no answer. Probably replace this. Well, no, if he's playing the list that I lost to in the Flash Archon because I was one of lethal, very frustrating, then he plays Silverguard Knights. This is nice against Silverguard Knight, and that's about it. Everything else is bad. I should definitely also replace for Hailstone Prisons. I don't expect that he just plays an Ironclave or an Archon before seeing any Hailstone or Fox, but he might, you know. Sometimes you just don't have another play, so... Yeah, this is looking like a Rejuve turn. And I probably need the other Rejuve as well. Like, I really need it. I could play the Prophet just to have more bodies on the board and to not get fucked by Holy Immolation on this. In any case, we hit this, deny the mana, and give him this thing too. Now the only question is, do we play this here, yes or no? Because, yeah, if he hits my face, Immo, it's a lot of damage, but he doesn't develop board. So does it really matter? I think I actually just have to play it because I will have no board otherwise. And Lionar's early game is so oppressive. Also, we're gonna lose to Arclight Regalia if we don't have enough. Okay, I drew the Jack, so feel bad for playing this. At least we got this. I might prefer to play Jacks to Archon. I guess it depends on how low my life is. If my life is low, then I prefer Archon. But I do think I have to replace one of these. Well, actually I can play both after my next turn. I mean that I have 6 mana after my next turn where I probably only play Juve. If that's all, then I'm kind of happy. Because Jax, I prefer to play Jax if he has a board and my life total is not low. Because then Tempest is not that great, but he will have to do it. Can I afford to chuck this? Even though he can play Archon next turn. No, right? So I should actually replace for a play together with the Hailstone next turn. Because I might not be able to play any of these. Looks like he will have a board. So I think I should replace Archon. Could also Hailstone deny the mana with a Wisp. He could still play Ironcliffe though, and I will have no answer to Ironcliffe. Like 5 or 6 mana literally doesn't matter. Both cases I just Hailstone the Archon or the... I would rather Hailstone Archon than Ironcliffe anyway, so... I don't want to get emote on my... I think I am fine giving him this minion though, maybe? Yeah, I'm fine giving him that one. Because yeah, he can make an emo play because of the 6 mana, so I have to play this very far away. This doesn't die to Arclight Regalia now. I know that this will just stay here, so I can't attack with this, so this thing is gonna keep being scary, but... I do have a play next turn, this one or this one with the Hailstone. Well, not if it's an Archon, because then it's 3 mana, then I will just play the Crispy Wisp, I suppose. Actually, I could wait with Jax, because I can keeper this thing, and then play it on 7 mana. Yeah, there's the Archon. So I guess the difference between 5 and 6 mana does actually matter a bit, because I can only play a Wisp with it. Like this combo is obviously nice. Maybe I just don't replace at all then, because I can slowly set up for keeper on this, then play it Jax, Prophet, and then the turn after that Razorback, and then he's just dead. Maybe just replace keeper. I don't know, man. Because I could get a Fenrir. That would really help, right? Maybe the keeper is too greedy. Besides, I can get a new Prophet. Or just risk. Okay, now I wish I still had keeper, but it's fine, I guess. I need to kill this at some point. Definitely can't give an emo on that thing. Definitely gonna replace the Wisp. Oh, next turn, if he kills off the Wisp, he probably doesn't, then we can Heart Sister a big minion away and play Jax or Archon. It's really nice to still have keeper, not just for copying this, but also for copying this. Yeah, he might want to kill this anyway and ramp me just because it's already late game anyway, and then this doesn't die to the Wisp. So I'm not surprised if he kills it. But it does give us the possibility to juxt something into this corner and play our own big minion. At least the decision what to replace next turn is simple. Mystic? Looks like... No, he would definitely target his own thing. Yeah. That sucks. Looks like Primus Fist is... 2-drop spam is very strong against Venar. I mean, I can still Heart Sister and then kill off this thing with 1 attack. With this. Oh, that's a lot of damage. At least this one he is killing this one with as well. I can also Chrome Cold it, I guess. But this actually puts a minion on the board, so... Will this be a Jax turn? The problem is that these thing, especially this thing, can just attack me twice anyway. This does allow me to run away from these, and that does make Tempest not as good. But this is a very nice thing to block things with. I would really like to hit this, but then I stay in range of these things, so I guess Jax is better in this case. I think we play around Imo with this thing, because I'm gonna walk 2 back. Oh, this actually also dies to Tempest now. I also blocked my Jax. Fucking idiot. Okay, I will play Archon then. I could also Chrome Cold Razorback. Oh, fuck it. Maybe I man up and place it out of range. I don't know why I did that. It's just that if I put it here, it dies on board. That's why I did it. I know why I did it, but I mean, this is so much damage now because I didn't block here. Especially because if it's the same list as before, he has 3 Divine Bonds. Just Martyrdom on this also means he wins, I think. His board is way too big. I do heal for 5, but that's not much. 5 heal is not much compared to this Square of Doom. He's pretty low, so next turn I might just YOLO Jax. And then if I don't die and he doesn't clear Jax, I win with face damage. Jax is also bad with 2 of these lions, actually. Okay, that's one 2-drop gone. The annoying thing is that when I Chrome Cold that, it still doesn't die to Arcan. Well, I guess I can Chrome Cold Razorback. I can also Keeper this for super expensive spells. I guess I'll replace a Jax. I know Jax and then Jax again is nice because I probably don't have a second Tempest, but I don't think the game will last that long. Oh, perfect replace. So we can also Chrome Cold and Keeper this. I think the thing is though that Tempest is not nice for him at the moment, right? Because he has a board. The Chrome Cold doesn't even help clear anything. So I will just YOLO the Jax. I'm not that likely to die because this thing is out of range and this doesn't have 3 health. What plays better around Immo? I can't really play around Immo well, actually. So I'll just place it here. Yeah, this is not a great Jax anyway because of these lions. But I need to keep him busy, right? Tempest is definitely great now, even though he has a board. It's still good for him. There we go, there's the Tempest. So now I wish I had the other Jax back. We didn't play any Chrome Colds yet, right? So this is guaranteed to get my Hailstone. Because that would be super nice. Oh, he cashes in the damage. That's nice, because then I can clear boards with Chrome Cold. Should I replace this then? I think so, because keepering this could be very strong and I need to heal. I can play around Immo by placing this here first. I can also Heart Sister it, but then... The nice thing about Heart Sister killing this is that if I keeper this, I'm guaranteed to get the Hailstone back. Problem is 10 health, Tiger Immo. I know I'm not dead to Tiger Immo hit, but it's just 1 off. Which means Tiger Immo Primus Fist is lethal. I think I will play around it. I can always juxt a big minion away if I don't get Hailstone from the keeper on this. He does have a Primus. And another one. And there's the Regalia that fucks us. We can heal spam. I think Razorback is not the way. I would rather heal spam with Keepers or Heart Sister spam. So I probably also have to play into Immo, which also sucks. I really hate cards like Immo and Macantor actually, because like, look, I'm in this bad situation because I had to play around Immo. I had to walk 2 forward, right? But because I played around Immo, I'm maybe even more fucked than playing into Immo, because I can't deal with this. I think I want the flexibility to get a Heart Sister back. So I'm gonna put a Heart Sister in the corner here. And yeah, I have to play into Immo now, which means I lose. Maybe I should have healed this thing, because then it doesn't die to Immo. We also got a natural Healstone back. I really wish he would just play some big minion. And I wish I had Rust Crawlers. I wonder why Solfit likes Linar so much, because the other factions he plays are obviously, yeah, there's the fucking Immo, are obviously Vanor and Songhai, and they're so much more exciting than Linar, and so much more brainy. Linar is really, yeah, just boring. Problem is, if when a Heart Sister this, then this can't clear this. I think I have no choice but to Healstone it. I'm gonna keep the rest of the hand because I need Healstones back. I need to cycle heal. We're just gonna die to Tiger Immo, but... we don't die to Tiger Immo if we play another thing here, right? So maybe I should replace for... Nah, fuck it. Yeah, this would have been nice to combo with this thing last turn. Okay, easy win. Let's read chat. I always ignore chat when I play Solo Fit. After start stream, once filter is removed, you won't show up any clients. You will have to restart to see yourself. Okay, I will restart stream then. Just keeper than Jax. More Jaxes than Tempest. That's true. Like that's a cool combo. Problem is you can't play it out of hand. Well, okay, you keep it a keeper. That's true. Then you can do that. Yeah, this was Crazed's deck. Maybe he's running Decimate list. He has a Decimate list? I've never seen it. What version of Linar is the best right now? I'm playing a sustain version. Yeah, the sustain version that Solofit invented is very good. And I think if you're a new player, you actually should play that deck, because that deck is really hard to play. Unlike any any other Lionar deck. Is there? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the only Lionar deck that's hard to play, is Solofit's Fatigue Lionar. I think you should play hard decks as a new player. That's how you will improve. The burst version of Lionar is just playing Lionar. They just all stomp every deck. They are definitely strong, but at least they don't really have cheese. Except Divine Bond. That's a little bit cheese. You rock my world? Well, thanks, Sunkist. Are you related to some fucker? Maybe that's a rude question when you're just an innocent kisser, but... You rock my world too. Rocka my world too. Because you just told me I rocka your world. It's a very J thing to say. Jay, is this your Smurf? Target Emo got a lot of the conditional mechanics around those cards. Doesn't the vendor have an Emo-like option, the mountain thing? Yeah, they do, but it doesn't hit face. So it's not as big of a problem. Also, the 5 damage is not often... It's quite rare that it's relevant. Against Spirit Harvester and Silverguard Knight, it's relevant. I'm pretty sure that's all, right? Yeah, I think I have most from a Venar actually. Venar just is more fun than Lionar, it's a fact. Are you playing the updated version? Yes. I'll put the updated version. No, you see, I lost the soul of it. I went from 1 to 2. Feels bad, man. Oh well, we already knew he was gonna take number 1, right? Especially if I play viewer decks. Although I can't blame this deck. I think this deck is solid. At least it looks good to me. I don't know what the fuck. 2. So what's different? Oh, there are rust crawlers. That's why you were like, no, no. Because then maybe I could have won. At least the game would have gone on for a bit more with rust crawlers. What's out of it? Oh, the Hillstone Golem. Twilight Sorcerer, I mean. Yeah, I guess card draw is not a problem. Yes, you have a super low curve, but sometimes you can keep and replace the 1/1 as a kind of a card draw, and we have a lot of late game with 6/6 drops. So no Hailstone Golem for Rustcaller might be the play. I like the change. And we can also keep her the Rustcaller. So we don't even need to draw all 3 to deal with artifact lists. But I should probably restart the stream, right? Because I really want to be in the client. That's so cool. Yeah, it will be very short. Technically, it's a Hailstone Golem. Yeah, or a Hailstone Arcanist, I guess. I like that rework that they made it into an Arcanist. Not related to some fucker. Surprisingly, I'm not Jay. Okay, I believe you. My Paul can destroy line if you manage to someone get a board together. Yeah, definitely. You don't even need a board. You can also just play White Palm Jacks on 7 mana and they can't deal with it. Because nobody plays Decimate. And you can even play a little bit around Decimate. You can have at least 2 Jacks survive. Change your title to World Champion in titles. But my World Champion is in my title. For the in-game title description. How does it work, Grace? I guess I won't restart stream yet, because I think it might be important what you're telling me. Are you saying that the title I choose now will be my in-game title for the rest of the client's life? Did you spam report me to get my glorious account banned? No, Decoy. I mean, we didn't even play this test, so I couldn't report you. Maybe I would have reported you if I played against you, but I don't think you can report if you don't play against each other. Not important at all, just making it clickbait. Oh. Changes every time you stream to whatever you have. What is my full title again? I can see that. Washed up world champion live from Kyoto. Half of Twitch profits will be sent to Duelyst II Kickstarter. Yeah, but I'm still washed up, so I can't clickbait. I prefer honesty to clickbait, I suppose. I will change it to all cap world champion when I'm decent again. It changes every time. Okay, I will restart the stream a little bit so that I'm in the client. It will just be like 5 seconds, so just refresh stream and everything will be alright.